Righto, welcome back to the Four Wheel Drive podcast.
Oh, good morning.
Morning, mate. Still feel like I need to say something after the Four Wheel Drive podcast. Doesn't feel right.
It's driven by us.
Driven by, no, obviously not Ronnie.
It's actually driven by us and the fans, the listeners.
It's driven by the fans mainly.
Yeah.
Because the reason we're still sitting here is because someone chose to listen to us for 60-odd episodes.
And we appreciate it.
We love that. Southern Riverband with Let It Ride, the Four Wheel Drive podcast on Instagram, all the episodes over on BackChat's YouTube. Patrons, thank you for your support. I'm loving that being on board, just having a little bit more contact with our patrons and
Numbers? You should be able to tell me the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
it's up in the 50s for not for
56.
trialing and for members who are locked in with us, and then
How many episodes are we in?
we're this I think
This
it's
is
about
62.
62.
Ooh,
So we're going okay.
yeah. Should be one per episode.
We've almost got one per episode. Someone's telling a friend every time. But we need a bit more. We need a few more voice messages. Yeah, because we've answered so many voice messages.
We smashed them, haven't
We
we?
actually need a couple more. And we do love answering
Yes.
a voice message.
Yes.
And messages are great on Instagram or on YouTube or on Patreon, obviously, for a bit more content there. But the voice messages are the one that are easy to connect with.
I reckon too, because you get more context
Yes.
of the message.
And
It's
you
not
get
like
you get a tone of voice.
Yeah.
And understand a bit more about the question, but jump over and send us one if you need to. Or
Yeah.
if you,
And
please do.
And please do some on a Saturday night. I love those ones.
Yeah. What was that one we had that time?
People are a bit merry.
Ronnie,
Oh,
what did he call you?
yeah, sweet ass, man.
You sweet ass.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That was good.
That was a good one.
All right, we've got a bit to get through today, so I'm going to roll straight into it. First thing I want to get
What are we
is
doing today?
we've got you might be a bit surprised here. I'll ask you at the end of the show, what did you notice that was a little bit different?
Okay.
Yeah, nothing to do with your
set.
surrounds.
Nothing on set. Well, actually, a little bit. On the set.
You had a haircut.
this?
That's different.
This
Well, both.
Hunt and Brew, had my Hunt and Brew this morning.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me Hunt and Brew on board.
Soon. But I did have my Hunt and Brew this morning. Bloody lovely.
Oh, mate.
Get them off the table, boys. I don't want them there. Get them off.
I'm putting it down here.
Sponsor
I've
us
got
and we'll
water
put
in
them
mine.
back.
It's a bit foamy, this water, though.
Can you please open these for us, Ronnie? Sorry,
Okay.
I know you're about to have a drink. I'll take your microphone away so the rustle's not as heavy.
Oh, what is this? What is this?
What have you got there, mate?
Oh, boy.
That's a shark.
Oh,
That's a.
Menace.
I reckon that's you. That hat.
that's a nice hat.
All-terrain thongs.
The all-terrain thongs. So these have been sent to us by Menace.
No, by all-terrain. All-terrain.
Oh, all-terrain thongs.
Yep.
Right. This is cool. So all-terrain thongs have. Now I'm going to open these completely up.
Go on.
New shoes on a table is, I think, meant to be bad luck, but today we're not believing in that.
No.
Shore division.
Ronnie's found himself a fishing shirt. He's just got to figure out how to fish. These, the all-terrain thongs. Now, if you can see the tread on them,
Look at that.
Jeez, that's thick, isn't it?
that's some good stuff.
When's the mud terrain coming?
But that is
That's cool.
that is cool. And these have just been sent to us from all-terrain thongs.
Yeah.
To get around the fellas.
Yeah, just to get around the boys.
That's elite.
That's,
Have a look at it.
throw them over here.
Now,
Nice.
you've seen the cheap versions of these at the servos in the country,
Oh.
but
These are thick.
these are the real deal. I'm talking all-terrain thongs are seriously all-terrain.
They're like your grippy surfer joes. They're heavy, aren't they?
They're heavy and they're not
Jeez.
going anywhere. They're not. That's the real stuff.
You
They're
could,
like,
you could seriously defend your home with these at night.
Imagine we should have a slap off with the all-terrains, and then a bit of other merch as well. The hat. Couple of
Was that a
fishing
message
shirts.
on that?
Oh, was it?
I don't know.
Is there a note?
Is it a note?
Oh yeah. I think it's a note that comes with the
General note?
general note.
That's
But-
elite.
This
Is
is
it
good.
Jack and
this is good
Jack
gear.
and Dan or
Jack.
down the bottom?
Down the bottom. Jack and Dan, yeah.
Jack and Dan.
It does say Jack and Dan. Well done.
On your lads.
Thanks, fellas. That's wicked.
Cool.
That is cool stuff. I love those thongs, eh?
That I was not expecting them to be that
That's wicked.
that heavy, that quality, that sturdy.
That's heavy, man.
So all train thongs, happy to give them a plug. I haven't even tried them on.
Yeah. Nah,
you size 13.
Yeah.
Got a big foot.
It's a big foot.
Big foot.
Big
socks.
Big Viking foot.
Big Viking foot.
He's putting them on too.
It's good for the accelerator, you know?
Heavy.
Oh.
Heavy
I've got
on the
socks on.
accelerator.
Oh, look at that. It's like a suede finish.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that they've actually made these like a quality.
Yeah.
They've made them quality.
Yeah, well, they don't look like they're going to rip
The other
apart.
the other ones that you can get at the Serpo are just
Shocking.
so floppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see you walking uphill with these on a muddy hill, right? And they would just stick, right? Because of the grip. But then you would just slide out of them.
How good's
Go
like,
back down.
how good's the little
little wedge in the back.
Yeah, little swallowtail surfboard. It looks like.
Ah.
Pretty cool.
That's wicked. All right, next on the radar. Thank you to All Terrain. Love that.
Yes.
Now we're gonna have a look at 2 light bars, Ronnie.
2 light bars.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you the laptop because I want you to talk through this and explain it because I don't understand the
Okay.
whatever you call them, the specifications. Are you with me there? You need your glasses.
No, I can see. Okay, so,
So you got the steady?
There's the steady, and then there's
the hardcore.
Hardcore, which you can get at.
Now, the
Super
first
cheap.
thing I want you to take notice of is the price.
Wow. Okay, that is a huge price difference.
So, what do we got at steady?
So with the, I should probably read that out, shouldn't I? So steady is $830. It has 20 amps of draw. So it's a 22-inch light bar. The distance is 1 lux at 960 meters. I guess this is where the difference is, right?
Yep.
Because the hardcore one distance is 1 lux at 600 meters, but it's $150.
Yes.
That is a massive difference. So the thing is, with a light bar, you're not relying on distance, you're relying on spread.
Yep.
So in that case, it's an easy choice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can tell from a few numbers that the steady, obviously, 20,000 lumens, 1 lux at 960 meters, so it just creeps out that bit further. But
The other one's 15,000.
15,000 for the hardcore one, but for that price difference,
Yeah. Is this someone's question? Is it?
no, this is just this.
Yeah.
Was, oh, was it a
No,
question?
sorry,
was
it was, yeah. I put it in, I didn't put who it was.
yeah,
This
right.
is sent in from Riley.
Riley,
So this is a
right.
new steady light bar, steady Evo light bar that they've just released.
Yeah. Okay. So
Did I? Because I bet that hardcore one has daytime running lights because that's like their thing. It's
Oh,
like-
is it?
Yeah.
yeah, right. Well, yeah, I don't know, but I'm just looking at that, and thanks to Riley for pointing it out. But
Yeah, there's some huge price difference on lights, and it has been a bit of an eye opener for myself as well because I've had I've still got the Troopy with Life Force lights on, and I put them up next to each other, and to be honest, like the distance on the spotties themselves, this is when I had the 9-inch hardcores. I had to swap them out for 7 because they don't fit.
Yep.
But they cost me $500, the 7-inch. The others they cost a bit more, but I was getting the same result really.
Yeah, right.
There was more light on the Troopy obviously because it's roof lights, bottom lights, but in terms of what I was getting out that way from LEDs come a long way.
Yeah.
So I'll probably never go back to HIDs.
Right.
No.
And you're all steady around your 76, aren't you?
I am.
Well, how does this make you feel?
Yeah. It doesn't feel great.
Well, no, sorry.
Well, I don't like the price.
The steady lights are
are
bloody
obviously
good.
very good. That's a huge range.
They're probably
but
a
you don't
leader.
want it on a light bar, like Ronnie said.
Yeah.
But all my steadies are. I've got 4
spots?
spotties and then 1 light bar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
and
paid a lot
They
for
are
it, but-
quality, but I like for me now, if I'm picking new lights, just on that price alone, almost like I know that the hardcore light's going to be enough for me,
yeah.
and I'm going to save, almost $1,000. Not quite, but by the time you get 2 steadies or 2 hardcores, it's pretty much coming up $1,000.
It's a fair bit of saving. I mean, you can put that into all different kinds of things. You can put it into batteries, you can put it into awnings, you can put it into a lot of things.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it all depends on what you're comfortable with. There's some brands that some people are just like, no, this is what I'm buying because I know this
that's
brand.
The brand, yep.
So there'll be a lot of people that will just be like, steady is their thing.
Yep, which is fair enough.
And they have a very strong brand, and I think they're the ones with those light covers, right?
Yeah.
The black light covers.
Yeah.
So
the face.
they're very good at branding. So that's their way of branding. And Hardcore's way of branding is the daytime running lights.
Yep.
Because I see them everywhere now because I know what mine look like.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I know that light. I know that light. There's quite a few of them out there.
Yeah.
I guess that's because of that price range. It's more affordable.
Yeah.
But it's a bit like you could buy some jeans online, or you can buy some Levi's.
Yeah.
So it
Levi's.
Just depends on what you're.
Good jean.
Depends on what you're happy with. Levi's might sponsor the show. What?
Jeez, we're desperate.
We're actually not that desperate.
Yeah, we're not. Don't act desperate. Don't act desperate.
We are just
But seriously,
we're taking a little bit, but no, but please sponsor.
Yeah.
we do.
So
But also we're
just,
not.
it just goes into everything. And look, some people look at the time of need, you may not be able to afford what you actually want, but there's always something that's going to give you what you need.
Yeah.
And then later on, you can go, all right, well, now I want to upgrade. But you might realise that what's the point in upgrading? What's the point of spending that much more money to get another 300 metres, which you're probably not going to notice anyway, because people who use light bars, they will have spotties as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? I might get the 22-inch light bar from Hardcore. $150. Take my money. Mm-hmm. I've been wanting to put a light bar up on my, because they'd have all the attachments to a front runner rack, wouldn't they?
So most light bars you get, they have multiple ways of
I'd be able to mount it somehow.
of attaching. You'll be able to mount it. Yeah, they'll be pretty easy.
Can you what? Can you do?
You can mount from the side. You can mount from the back.
Can you do it for me?
Yeah, it'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's hard to get from you though. 5 minutes. You're a busy man.
Yeah.
Look, he's like, yes, I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I really am.
Yep.
You'd love to help me, but you just can't.
I might be able to soon, actually. Yeah, I've got a few things happening.
Well, if I get the light bar, let's put it on.
Yeah.
I'll
Don't you have a light bar on top?
Nah.
Did you
I've been
used to?
looking for one. Nah, never have.
You got spots though, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you running?
I've got the ARB intensities. They're old though now. They'd be 6 years old at least. Not old, but they still do the job.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I think LED lights are like TVs. Remember when the was it LCDs or LED TV? You know, the first TV
The
that
first
came.
flatter screen.
Yeah, $50,000 down at Harvey Norman. I remember walking in there going, man, that's a sick TV. You know, I had this bloody big tube TV, you know, the heavy ones.
Yeah.
And I remember buying those, you know, you buy like the movies on your DVDs, and then you had to go this massive square TV just so you could get so you could see the screen, because, you know, Hollywood movies, they were like, you know, they were longer than 16 by 9.
Weren't fully framed.
Yeah.
Or they have the black bars on top.
Yeah, the black bars, yeah.
Black bars.
And then all of a sudden they dropped to like $10,000, right? But I bet you if someone owns that $50,000 TV now, there'll be a $500 TV out there somewhere that'll shit all over that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's got all the smart stuff in it.
Jeez,
you know?
it's come a long way quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
it's the
bloke's
same-
still trying to sell his TV for 50 grand as well.
Collector's item.
Bro, held its value.
collectors.
It's like the old Land Cruiser.
It's a handbrake now. Just throw it behind the wheel.
Oh, mate.
So I guess with these LED lights, same thing's happening.
Yep.
You know, 6 years old on a light. That is old for an LED.
Yep. And maybe I'll just add to the party. Help the old lights just.
Yeah, they'll probably be
Get a new
brighter
life, get a little-
because they have, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Lucky I'm not an LED light. I'll be in the bin.
you be the wheel stop now.
Yeah, I'm like the halogen.
Nah, you're young at heart, Ronnie.
Nah, come on, mate.
Young at heart. All right, we're going to move on to another little part that we've been loving on the podcast really recently is the ultimate four-wheel drive. Now, we've had a look, Ronnie, over the last week or so at a really clean Ineos Grenadier from Left Coast Overland.
Rick.
Rick, with the coolest voice in Australia.
Seriously.
And it's not an Australian accent.
No.
It's an American accent. It's American, yeah. But it's cool.
It was like Nathan King, who is a American overlander guy.
Right.
He came here last year or the year before. Oh, it was last year, I think. Or the year before. Can't remember. Year before. He's from Florida and he calls himself Flaustralian. And this guy's accent kind of reminded me of Nathan's a bit. So I think he might be Flaustralian as well.
And Ricky's in Australia though, isn't he? Yeah. He's
Well, he was in
Australian.
Australia, but that's what, to start with, I was like, are you sure he's in Australia though?
Yeah, he was in the Grampians.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't even know what that is. Where is that?
That's in Victoria.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because he did mention that, but I thought that was somewhere in, because at first I thought it looks like it's in Australia
Yeah.
by the trees and stuff, but it was, maybe it's in Florida.
Maybe there's a Grampians brother in America, but I'm pretty sure Rick's in
I would
Australia.
assume Australia.
Yeah.
I think he's
You're probably right, because that's my first
Rick will
initial
let us
thought.
know.
Oh, we're going to hear from Rick, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Now?
Now?
Yes, please. Pretty
Good
sure.
morning, boys.
There he
This
is.
is Rick from Left Coast Overland. I remember you saying on the last one that you wanted me to call back, and here I am. So I did a little video of
Keep going.
my Grenadier and the mods that I've done to it. Get your guys' opinion on it, see what you think. I posted it up on my YouTube channel. So that's Left Coast Overland on YouTube. And, yep, it's about 7 minutes long, so prepare for that. But I tried to go through it as quickly and efficiently as possible. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hope to see you out there. Later.
Didn't feel like 7 minutes.
Nah,
If you're going to ask me how long it was, I was going to say 2-3 minutes.
yeah. So if he's got a video up on Left Coast Overland, go over and check Rick's YouTube out and have a look at this Grenadier, because we all agreed, like it put me back in the Grenadier market.
Yeah, I saw
watching this.
Yeah, I saw that comment in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's incredible, and it's, again, we talk about the ultimate four-wheel drive, and we cannot put words to the ultimate four-wheel drive and tell people what that is. But the ultimate four-wheel drive is your ultimate four-wheel drive, and we saw it with I forget the name of the old 79, the red 79.
Yeah.
From Queensland, I reckon.
Anyway.
Anyway.
That was a couple of weeks ago. I'm
Couple
blanking
weeks.
on that.
Yeah, I forget the name.
That was
Apologies.
elite.
That was elite.
Setup.
And this is Rick's ultimate four-wheel drive, and again, he's in the conversation.
He is.
For how he's done that, and it's a new car, so it's cool to see, like, because you have to sort of do your own thing with the new car. There's not as many ideas out there around what you can do with these vehicles, and he's got a lot of the mods that you've shown us with yours, but he's nailed it, and he's loving it.
Yeah, it's definitely a different layout, and just the way he was explaining it, you could tell he's put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah,
And Rick, very well explained on camera.
yeah,
Very well spoken.
that
I've gotta
was
say.
clean.
Normally when I see those, it reminds me of one of my first videos on YouTube, and don't go and watch those. Jesus Christ.
Go watch them.
Go watch 'em.
Yeah, do it.
Absolutely go watch
Yeah,
it.
well, I just thought you did that, didn't I?
We should do a live review of Ronnie's earliest videos, like, and just watch it. And
Maybe we'll do that for
commentate.
Patreon. That'd be elite.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
like
very critical on them.
Probably
that
like
was
me. on
Jake
it.
Townsend with the
Jake,
Red
that's
79.
right. Jake.
Speaking of Land Cruiser and a 70 series, I witnessed the beginning of an ultimate build yesterday.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It was that same blue one that you saw.
Which? Oh,
Yeah, the troopy.
really?
Yeah. So Chris has got his troopy now.
Oh, yeah.
And
I see you caught up with him yesterday.
yeah, well, I've been consulting him on this build. So when he built the Prado, I was
You had me worried there. I was like, if I told you, like, someone buying some blue troopy and someone's actually got it now, Ronnie knows him.
So I was more giving him the ideas when it was the Prado, because he didn't really know where to go with it.
Yep.
Now it's he's coming with the ideas and then I'm sort of helping him,
Right.
sort of just guide him through it.
Yep.
And that's going to be one to watch because you know the internal fit out on a troopy?
Yep.
Everyone does it a certain way.
Yep.
You know, everyone has specific things on one side.
Kitchen on the right usually.
Yeah, well, the way it's arranged is always on. Yeah, but this one is mirrored and kind of flipped at the same time. There's a lot of different stuff going on, and even the guy who's doing the fit out, Odyssey something, the fit out. So he does a lot of troopies. He does the wood. He only does troopies.
Yep.
A bit like Sean from Mission 4x4. He uses the alloy. This guy uses the wood.
Right.
So Odyssey custom fit outs.
That's it. Odyssey custom fit out. So
they did Raffers?
Yes.
They did Raffers.
They did do Raffers, yeah. So
Yeah,
similar
right.
to that, but
that's a nice
elite.
finish.
it's a flip version. And I said to Chris, speak to Toby about our idea of flipping it and all that stuff because it's going against the grain of everything. I'm sure he's done one that's flipped. He hasn't done one that's flipped.
Really?
No, but Chris reckons like he was talking to him about it and he just had this light bulb moment going, yeah. It's kind of one of those things that you might probably wouldn't want to do to your car because you're not sure, right?
Yeah.
But he's doing it. And that's what's so exciting about
Love
it.
that.
Because someone else is taking a risk.
Yeah, 100%.
But I reckon...
That'd be cool to see.
Yeah. Just the way... It's just... unless you really look into how troopies are sort of set up, it's probably not going to make too much sense. But it's... Yeah. It's like there's a lot of stuff that just goes on your head when you're sort of picturing it, when you're like reversing it and mirroring it and flipping it.
So are we going to be able to see a bit of this build somehow? Is Chris going to sort of show this to the world?
Yeah. So we're doing a bit of a build on it.
Yeah, okay.
So he's
through you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he's choosing what's going in it.
Yep.
And then I'm just consulting him on those bits.
And you're going to showcase it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, it's like it's what's coming after the Prado.
Turns out I know where he lives, so I can just go and have a look myself. Chris, I wasn't stalking you. It just happened to be.
Yeah, you don't have a good record of not mentioning where places are. So.
I know, so I won't give away where Chris lives.
I saw him at the cafe of the corner of...
Yeah, just stop me when I start doing that. Back to Rick, Left Coast Overland. Go and have a look at that ultimate setup. So Left Coast Overland on YouTube.
Where can I find the link?
Oh, just search west left coast overland on YouTube.
West left. Left coast.
Left
coast.
I would play the video, but we can't.
It is a while,
we'll get copyrighted. There's no point in fighting it.
Is it in the north of the south of the left?
Oh yeah,
coast?
remember that?
Yeah, the north southeast of the
left
coast.
I reckon I was just getting to know Ronnie then too, and he threw that at me.
Yeah.
So how am I ever going to understand this guy?
And now we got Morton.
Oh yeah, Morton. Forgot to bring that in today.
Is that on the left coast, Morton? Morrington?
Depends which way you're looking at the coast. Like,
Oh yeah, so Moreton's made up, so that's wherever you want it to be. But Morton is
Morton. I love that nickname for you. All right, we're happy with the ultimate four-wheel drive setup.
Yeah.
Anyway, please go check it out, especially if you're in the market for an Ineos. That is, he's done it. He's done it.
Really
all.
like the draw setup in the back.
Yeah,
That was
clean.
good.
Very clean.
It was exactly what you were saying the other day.
And
was,
like Ronnie said, the presentation is
On point.
as in not the presentation of the car, Rick's presentation.
Oh, you don't like the car?
No, I love
He
it.
does like the car.
Woo. All right, moving on. New segment, a new challenge, I'd like to call it,
Okay.
and it's to do with car sales.
Oh, yes. This is the only thing I know we're doing today.
Apologies. Yes, you were involved in that conversation yesterday. So we've been sent in some. Well, we got an idea from, I think it was a patron or maybe even
For the car sales?
for the car sales thing to do.
You think it was a patron?
Yeah. So to do
been
a
a
little bit
few.
of obviously I'm a car sales lover. I'm on there quite a bit. But someone sends in a couple of things, like a couple of guidelines or parameters that I have to work within and find the best vehicle for them on car sales.
I did decipher that through the messages, yes?
Yeah. So I'm just as I'm explaining to the listeners,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
explain what the parameter. Oh no, we've got the parameters on a voice message, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. I won't explain them.
Hey guys, Love your show, love the podcast, and all
that's
that you're
down
doing
deep.
for the four-wheel drive industry. It's awesome. I help the experienced and the beginners
I hope I don't
alike.
get this wrong.
I got a question. I'm looking to purchase a four-wheel drive. It'll be second-hand. I've got a budget of about 50K, and the two models I'm really looking at are the Y62 and the 200 series. Yes, they'll be an older. I want to get it below 200,000 Ks. It's going to be a daily driver, a weekend warrior, a family tourer. We've got two little kids, so we need space. I'm kind of leaning towards the Y62 just for the simplicity, good bang for buck. Bit scared of the 200 diesel with all the things you have to add to it to make sure that it's functioning properly and not going to blow up on me and need a big engine replacement. Love to hear your thoughts. I've got no skills on the tools, so I'm not going to be able to do a hell of a lot myself. So the things I need to add to it are going to be, a fair bit of the touring mods without going berserk. I'm not made of money. I don't cough $100 bills. So love to hear your thoughts on it and keep up the good work. Cheers.
Right.
I just want to cover one thing because I know we're going to miss it. He concerned about the motor. I can only guess it's a couple of things. One is the alternator because it hangs so low, and on a 200, it's an absolute freaking nightmare to change.
Yep.
You can't really just change that.
See, I didn't know that.
It's even hard to get to the little brusher. Pardon me. The little brush kit that you got to pull out. So because of that second turbo. The other thing he's probably referring to would be some people have had a dust issue with dust getting past, but there's fixes for that. So there's not really too much to worry about with the 200 series engine.
Right.
But see, for once I've actually done a little bit, but I want to let you...
All right. See, that's good by you, Ronnie. Well, have we got a name for this beautiful voice?
It sounded a bit digital. It's like the low internet connection when he...
Yeah, this is Mark
Mark.
Hilawati.
I'll
just go with Mark.
Mark from Morton. No, I'm joking.
Morrington.
Righto. So, Y62 200. Punch that into Carsales. 200,000 kilometre limit. Under $50,000.
It's a hard press.
It's a hard press. There was not a lot on offer.
Did you find any Y62s?
Australia-wide. I did.
Wow.
Now, the thing that I went to with the Y62, so I'll start with that. I found a 2013 Nissan Patrol, the Y62, the TI model, so not the TIL. It's only done 124,000 kilometres and it's modded up to go four-wheel driving already.
Oh, geez.
So that's 49,000. That's the top of Mark's budget, but there isn't a lot that he has to do with it. And the only fault with this car was that there was a little bit of paint damage somewhere.
That's been sprayed, right? They don't come that colour.
Well, that's the thing. So this thing's been looked after, and they've even deleted the wood grain. If you go to an interior shot here, Jaden, they've deleted the wood grain off the interior finish, which and it's it looks clean enough there. There's a few scratches on the back there, so it's probably been used, but still got the seats in the back clean. And see that's a nicer finish than without the wood grain. So some people do this in the Y62s because the wood grain's not everyone's style.
That's tidy.
So it's not a bad rig, and that's at 49, and it's pretty much ready to go.
How many Ks?
124,000. Now the thing that I worried about a little bit with the Patrol was that you don't see too many with high Ks on them, and how long do these V8 Patrols last? They could go forever. I'm not sure. And I also thought the running costs of a big petrol like this, we know they're thirsty. So that's a pretty clean car. I think they're in Queensland, this one, so I'm not sure where Mark's based, but they've done Hoon Edition TI, so they've got...
Nothing shitty.
So they've looked after this car, I'm assuming, because they're doing this sort of stuff to it. So that was my first pick for the Y62 under 50. I found there was a couple of 200 series, not many. They are still so expensive.
Yeah, that was a cracker find, by the way.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a lot, but this is a Sahara. I think it's a 2009 200 Land Cruiser Sahara. This has done 197,000 Ks.
Just under the 200.
Just under the 200, and it's 50 grand, 49.8 still. It's clean. One thing I like is it's got the back seats in it still. It hasn't been bashed at all. I think it had some decent tyres on it. It's got some all-terrains, some BF Goodriches. It's got the roof rack on top. There's it's an old 200 series, and it's done 200,000 Ks, but it was a cleaner example, and there was only about 2 or 3 that I could find. So nothing other real, that car was fine. That would be a safe buy. And I backed in the 200 Toyota name more than I would back in the Patrol, but I don't know everything about the engine.
Yeah. I'm the same with the Patrol. Don't know, but I'm pretty confident it would be fine.
It would be fine, and I like that. The look of that Patrol is nice. Like I almost thought
that was tidy.
Mark, if you don't, I might. And
that's the thing. Like I reckon the Patrol one is actually that was a good find.
It's nice, yeah.
And I fear that by the time, like, if he's thinking about buying that car, I reckon he better be quick, because I reckon you might have you get a few people going, ooh.
Now so the thing about the Patrol is that comes ready to go. So there's not you don't have to spend an extra 10 on getting any mods, or you might do whatever you want to it if money permits. Yeah. But the thing with the 200s for sale in that space, nothing modded on them basically. Maybe a set of tyres and a roof rack was as good as you were going to get, or a Toyota silver finish bull bar that was been on there since it came out the factory, which it's something, but it's not a lot.
Have you? Did you notice on the Patrol? Did you see those wheels?
Yes.
They were disgustingly big.
Yes, they were.
So you could sell those with the tyres, everything.
Yep.
And buy some Steelies with some brand new rubber, and have some money, some change.
Yeah, just use what you got from the other ones, because they were quite new wheels too. The
tyres were fairly new too.
The spare still has the sticker on it underneath, so that's how. So it is new set.
Yeah.
Now, I've got the what Mark wants, and then I've got an alternative option.
I'm really interested in.
I've got 2 here,
because that's all I have.
So your alternative option.
Yeah.
So now this is a budget thing. If Mark can find up to $10,000 more, it may only have to be 5. It may have to be 10.
So you're done. Yep.
There is so much more on offer, and if I was,
there always is though.
There always is, and that's just you might think silly, of course there is, but what it gives you in the 200 series market is so much more. Just being able to go up to 60 if you can find them gives you so many more options. I actually had a car saved in my own searches of a 200 series, a 2010 200 series. I haven't sent this to Jaden, so no one will find it because I'm going to buy it. Nah,
he wants it.
But it is 60,000. It's done 150,000 Ks. So sorry, $60,000, 150,000 Ks. It's a 2010 GXL, so it's basic, but it is kitted, ready to go. Don't touch it. Off you go. Family in. It's and a really comfy daily driver. Nothing like too extreme. I'll show you the front photo here, Ronnie, just so you can get an idea. So that it's a clean, as clean as I could find. Not the ideal colour, but it's already got your awning, roof rack.
So you've got your roof rack, the Sahara bar on the front.
Tyres, spotties, winch.
It's a silver one, yeah?
It's like a... it's not
like a bronzy silver?
Between silver and bronze sort of thing, yeah.
Okay.
Updated screen in the middle. That's not the little boxy old CD player that probably came in these models. Anyway, really, really clean. Back seats in the back, which I'm a big fan of. Everyone knows that. How
many Ks again, sorry?
150.
Okay. I think the Ks things would be the big thing for me.
Yeah. Too much?
No, but 150, compared to the other 200 you showed?
Yeah.
All right. What's the other one?
Oh, one more is take 10 grand off your budget.
Ooh.
Go an older Prado with low Ks.
Okay.
The 4-cylinder 3-litre diesel. And give yourself $10,000 worth of modification money. You can find heaps of them low Ks that have been bought as, a curb crusher, city car, never been off road before, but obviously a really reliable. And there's 2.8 litre ones as well, the 4-cylinder 2.8 litres.
They're closer to 50k bracket though. I noticed.
Yeah, they were. So, but I would go back to an older, like a 2010 Prado, 2011 Prado. You pick one up for 35, and then you've got 15 grand of modern app, and you miss your V8. I understand that, but it depends what you want to do. So they're my car sales options.
I'm just
Tell me what
gonna.
you think.
I reckon that's cool.
Jaden's looking at me like,
That's cool.
That might be a bit long, Duggo. This is meant to be quick.
No, not at all.
And, I've got training really soon, and he's like, mate, you're taking a while. But I'm keen for you. You've jumped on board with this.
Yeah. So I saw the messages and I was like, I'm gonna try and find something that's cool, and I just couldn't. And then all of a sudden, I could. It was like something just popped up. I was like, holy shit, where did that come from? All right, 1998.
Yeah, I like this already.
41,500. Toyota Land Cruiser VX Limited.
Don't tell me.
100,000 kilometres.
If you show me a photo,
The 1HD FTE
Yep.
4.2 turbo diesel 100 series Land Cruiser.
give us a look.
Tidy as. It's an import from Japan.
I know the one.
Yeah, you would have
I
seen
know
it.
the one.
You would have come across it.
saved.
I know the one.
Yeah.
So you've done that. Yep, good.
Yep.
I like it.
So
That is.
There's actually two on there.
If Mark is into that, I would 100% be all for that. I wasn't sure if you wanted to go. Like I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
should I go down this way?
Mark, I reckon go that way, man.
I'm gonna have a look, Ronnie.
There's so much
I've got a
available
feeling
for the 100 series as well.
that
I saw some Troopies as well. But, geez, you don't... Yeah.
I've actually been meaning to ask you about the Japanese import
Yeah.
180 series and stuff. Are they?
Japanese imports is a great way to go for a vehicle because
You can pick them up like
low
decently priced.
Ks.
Yeah.
Just low Ks. I don't think they're allowed to have a vehicle that's done X amount of Ks there or something.
Yeah, right.
And they're just so tidy, you know. They're not they're not rusted.
That's a good alternative from you.
Yeah. That's
It's cool.
yeah.
I have been looking at those and I've seen them. I've been meaning to ask you if they are like rigid the same thing as what we have been used to here.
Yeah, like if I don't know, like if I was a bit of a lotto winner, I'd already bought it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, for Mark, there's
Add to
a
the
few
collection.
options, and I'm sure Mark's probably seen the options that I've showed him because if he's done the same thing that I have on Carsales, it's quite easy to see that. But of the ones that I went through, they were my picks, and there was too many Prados to choose from. So you know, if that was what, but that Y62,
Yeah.
the way that you've backed it, that was probably my choice now. Before that, it was probably like just go a 200 series and be safe. But if Mark's worried about the 200 series as well, then that Y62 is probably the go.
I reckon a Y62 is a go, yeah.
It's in Queensland though, so hopefully he's not in Geraldton. It's a long way from Queensland. But yeah, anyway, I had a bit of fun doing that. It actually gave me some context to just be scrolling on car sales. So
I reckon that's where Duggo gets his biggest dopamine hits. Is
Yeah.
you know, it's not scrolling on Instagram and things like that. He's on car sales.
I did enjoy it.
I was actually stuck on there for a while.
Did that go well?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Mark probably
Oh,
switched
yeah.
off because I just ended up
We'll
talking
see,
about car
see
sales.
what the listeners say.
No, I reckon Mark's torn between a rock and a hard place now.
Yeah, I reckon that Y62, if you're backing it, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's ready to
Yeah.
go.
Y62 looked very nice. I would have gone the Y62 over the 200.
Yeah, okay. Good to
But then
know.
I'd also go the 100 series over all of them.
Oh yeah, well that
is incredible.
You got to spare $8,500 too.
Yeah, get
Wow.
some. You get as many bloody hardcore lights as you want for that.
You get some bull bars and stuff on it.
Yeah, well, send me that link later. I might see if they'll do a 70 series swap.
All right, now I'm that's my grand final. So anything else that happens in the show is just do what you want to do, boys. I'm
You're
done.
checking out now, aren't you?
That was fun. I actually loved it. I got passionate about that for a bit.
That's
I feel like people were
good.
really listening to me. And
We
and
were, mate.
They're probably like, mate, just that's the easiest thing to do. Jump on car sales, put it in, and they pop up. But I sift through them. Don't worry about
There's
that.
a bit more to it than that.
And you know what? Service was hard to get last night. The Belcatta tower's down, I reckon. Telstra keep texting me saying that. And it's hard and Wi-Fi's slow and And anyway, I was sitting there a long time waiting for these photos to load, and anyway, we got there.
You seem very passionate about it.
Yeah, I was actually. I had good. Well, I want to.
It is your
If
thing.
Mark goes and buys this car, like, full disclaimer, you can't blame me if it's a lemon. don't come suing the Forward Drive podcast, Mark, if this Y62 blows up on you first when you drive it out the gate.
Do your checks and stuff still.
Last thing I
Just a
forgot to mention,
recommendation.
actually. Yeah, just a recommendation. Great way to put it. Private sellers, both of those. So I like that about a car. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
yeah.
When it's a private seller. I like being a private seller.
I do as well, especially if you are a people person and you can extract some information from them. Yeah.
Now, this is and it's purely car sales. There was no marketplace, no Gumtree, purely car sales.
So I just want to mention as well, you said that there's a sticker on the tyre underneath.
Yep.
On that car.
Pretty sure.
Was the sticker pretty clean?
It was like, you can tell that they've tried to like just rip it out of the, like the
Oh, yeah.
the empty
But
between the teeth.
You can still see heaps of white on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been
That's a
used.
great sign.
Yeah.
It's underneath the car. That car has not seen dirt for a while.
Yeah. Just let me double check that, Ronnie.
It's like this brown sticker. It looks like toilet paper.
I'm pretty sure it was the Y62. I've saved a few cars since being on
He's
there last
probably
night.
looked at a few spare
He hasn't
tyres underneath
stopped.
there. Was the spare tyre the same size?
I
Must have
believe it
been.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it is because like that, you can tell that's a pretty fresh tire. This is underneath, as in this is on road. This one,
Yeah.
that's a pretty clean tire.
Yeah.
And then
It's funny how they block out the number plate on the car sales. I mean, can't you see what a number plate is in
Yeah.
the description anyway?
you can. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's there's your sticker.
Let's have a look.
Just tell everyone it's
Have
brand new.
you always seen the
It's
price
fairly clean, yeah.
There's just a bit of dust on it, probably getting kicked up.
the price of 70 Series LandCruisers now on car sales? The V8s.
Yeah.
They have skyrocketed.
Have they really?
And the listings have gone up heaps as well.
The amount on there.
Yeah. The amount of listings of V8 70 Series LandCruisers and the price of these.
Actually, you
is
are right.
insane.
Well, let's go to my saved 76 series search.
Mate, there's cars on there for 250 grand plus.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Well, because
Like-
my search is limited to 50,000. And there were some 76s and Troopies in that range. But, geez, they've done a lot of Ks. And there's not much on them, you know.
No. People are using like the last of the V8s as a reason not to budge on price and a reason to pump the price up heaps,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which makes sense. But
Yeah.
come on.
Are you on there, are you?
Yeah, well,
Jaden,
You know.
76 for your thing.
oh no, mine's the $250,000 one.
76. Why did I go that? It's a 76 series.
That was really bad for me.
That's
mate.
bad.
It's really bad.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
apparently Toyota are cracking down on
Yeah, they are.
dealerships that are overpricing their vehicles as well.
They are high.
So if dealers are putting up their cars as $120,000 for a
Yeah.
2009 76,
And the way they do that, they sell them as used.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
So they register them, they buy them, register them, and then sell them for a stupid amount of money. And I think that's pretty shit.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what you call profiteering. And it's good to hear Toyota cracking down on it. You don't want to fuck with Toyota if you got a dealership and you're doing shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Toyota, the big dogs.
yeah. Well, there was a lot of people that put heaps of orders in for like multiple 70 series. You know, because they heard that they were going to run out.
Yep.
And then people were trying to profiteer on that. They would change the name. They were like, oh, well, you can have this, so I'll buy it, but you got to give me 30, 20K more and you can have
Yeah,
it,
right.
kind of thing. But then they cracked down on that. So everyone who had them on order, they had to go to their name,
Yeah, okay.
registered to their name.
Right.
Yeah, so that means you have to buy it, register it to your name, then you can sell it. Which means you can't do a pre-rego.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if there's anyone out there that's willing to sort of call in or write in about genuinely, like, not so much profiteering, but like buying a Land Cruiser because, yes, it is potentially like an appreciating asset. You know what I mean? Like, is there anyone out there that's doing it because this car's going to
As
be
an investment.
Yeah, like as an investment, or maybe
yeah.
no one sees it that way. I don't know.
So I spoke to one of the guys at Terrain Tamer. They bought this is a number of years ago, the 75th anniversary Land
Yep.
Cruiser. They've got one of those stored away.
Yeah, right. Just sitting on bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally sitting on jack stands.
Yeah,
Because
right.
otherwise you've got to keep moving it. Because otherwise
Crazy.
you pit your bearings sitting there
Yeah,
for too
right.
long. So I've got to do all my bloody bearings on my 78 because
Yeah,
it's sitting there for too
there.
long. I haven't moved it.
What are you doing with
I've got
that,
to check the
Ronnie?
bloody batteries, eh?
He's hiked the price on that thing.
Oh, you wanna buy it?
300. No, interesting topic, and probably not going to find out the answer for a few years. You know, about where they actually go to price wise.
Well, there's a lot of them.
There is,
There's a lot of them.
but not like that'll run out eventually.
Yeah, I think the ones that are sought after are the ones pre-DPF and the ones with the new shape.
Yep.
So if you got a V8 that's a new shape,
Yep.
you've got something that's going to increase in value.
Yep.
You got something that's around the 2013, 14, 15. I reckon you got something that's nice there too.
product.
I think anything in between, it's not to say they're not going to be.
Yeah.
But I just think there's so many out there. Like it's got to be some kind of unique about it. So if you got something that's pre 2016 that is low Ks, I reckon.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah. I mean that's what I would look for.
Yep. Happy with that. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I don't know. It's probably a weird way of looking at it like that, but I just from 2016 to before the new shape, I'm not really interested at
Yeah.
all. I'd go either side.
2009.
Yeah.
Oh, you're laughing at your own situation.
Yeah,
How
pretty
rich
much.
you're going to be.
Yeah.
You've only got one airbag in yours.
He's laughing at us. Look at these pories. Nice. Oh, knee crack. Can you talk about the Toyota Prado, the new Toyota Prado? I haven't heard your voice much today. I want to hear it, Morton.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be available to order at the end of this month.
There you
So
go.
end of August.
Good
get your orders
insight.
in.
What are opening the books again?
Well, officially opening the books. So they haven't officially opened them, apparently.
Yeah, right.
But
What are you going to call his guy at Toyota?
yeah, well, so apparently dealers have been taking orders without the books actually being officially open, which Toyota don't like.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they've completely shut the books, so you can't actually do anything.
True. Well, apparently they're opening them end of August.
Yeah, yeah.
To put in your orders.
Yeah.
Are you putting your name down?
For test drive, eh?
Are you?
No, I don't
mean-
know. Worry, it scares me a bit putting my name down on shit.
I've
I'll come with Ronnie and sit in the back. seat.
I have enough cars. Even if I was going to put my name down, I wouldn't be saying that here anyway.
Oh, come on, mate.
Just to be cryptic and just throw that out there. But I'm set to be driving a very large ute soon
Ram.
for a test drive.
Oh,
No more guesses.
Jay.
They'll tell the patrons.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was just going to have one guess.
Yes, that is true.
There's not so many guesses.
Let's hop into around the fire pit. Let's do it.
I reckon if you did one more guess, there's only really one left, isn't there?
Yeah. Mahindra.
Tank 500.
That's not very big.
Ooh, yeah.
It was pretty hot last night, wasn't it?
It was hot. Even this morning, getting out the door, it was. Jaden's looking at us like, "Are you boys serious?"
Tell you what, having
It
a
was piercing
Oh,
down.
it was
when I got
raining,
out.
but
it
it
was.
was-
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't
I've got
cold.
3 jackets on.
You
Really?
do. It wasn't.
Well, yeah, one of them's
I
a
wasn't
vest,
cold.
but-
man, it was so hot in the bloody bed. Like normally it's cold and bloody petroleum blankets, man. Far out.
All right. Well, I live in a different location. You boys is probably a bit too far.
In the Arctic.
A bit too far
Yeah,
away. Yeah.
you don't live that far away.
is about 30 k's closer to the Antarctic than I am.
Yeah.
So that's
which
a lot
is pretty
colder.
close considering where we are. Pretty close. Yeah, that's why I'm getting all that cold weather.
So you're only 5,430 k's from the Antarctic then.
Which is way too close for.
Do you know how far you are from?
It's roughly that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because when you go down to the Cape,
Right.
the Cape, not Lewin, the opposite one. Which one's that?
No, Cape Lewin's the bottom one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Cape Naturalist is the top one.
oh, yeah, that's right. So Cape Lewin, I think there's a plaque that says Antarctica, 5,000 k's that way, 5,000
right.
something that way. Yeah,
There you go. It's a long way away.
it
It's not
is.
that- so it's not that cold, Jade.
Well, you know, I don't have any.
Just
things
hit
there, mate.
the question.
Yeah. All right. I will say on the Prado though, if you do put an order in, it might not come to the end of the year.
Ooh, I would have thought
Bit of
it
a wait
at the least.
Might come till the end of the year after you do.
Sorry, the end of the year 2029.
I was like, oh, shit. Nice.
And Morton is telling you that, so you can't put your order in
Yeah,
because he wants one.
Yeah, Morton does want one, actually. He likes him, Morton.
What's that, Liam?
I don't mind him. Don't mind him. I haven't heard much from Liam today. Old Liam. Okay, does Ronnie or anyone in his crew take a defibrillator on remote trips? This is from Weekend State of Mind on Instagram.
Does the taser count? Nah, we don't have a taser.
Cattle prod.
Do you have a taser?
No.
Do you? Have you got your name down for one?
Defib used to bring one on tag-alongs, but not, no.
No, I'm a no.
No.
Interesting, though. Yeah. Would you consider it?
Yeah, probably. Because they're affordable now.
Yeah, okay.
Because they were pretty crazy before. So, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
You kind of need someone else to know how to use it too.
Yeah.
I mean, the instructions are pretty easy on them.
Yep. Fair enough.
That was a very deep, serious
Yeah, well,
discussion and thoughts here, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
makes you wonder if it. Yeah.
It's probably a pretty good thing to have, just in case. Especially if you're traveling somewhere with heart problems.
Yep.
I mean, if you're traveling with someone with heart problems, you're probably taking one anyway. Anyway, this one, Tahir said, hey guys, listen to your podcast from Mombasa, Kenya.
Yeah, good.
Hey. Saw a billboard advertising an Ineos Grenadier.
Oh, yeah.
Sent a
Ooh.
photo through. You can see it on YouTube. He's got the old 4-wheel drive podcast up.
He does.
Love
I
that.
just noticed that. Which episode is it?
Bush Mechanics, Land Rovers, and the Ineos. I reckon that might have been with Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Seriously serious.
He says they tested the Ineos here extensively and also sponsor Eliud Kipchoge, who's the runner.
Yeah, marathon runner.
He says he's seen less than 5 on the road. The only brand new vehicle sold here is 70 Series with a 1HZ engine for safari touring industry. Kenya is Toyota country,
Wow.
which I like. Interesting.
There's a Toyota right in front of him.
There'd be Toyotas everywhere, hey?
So that's interesting. So he's seen less than 5 on the road, but they're obviously... I haven't seen an Ineos Grenadier billboard in Australia.
There's a lot of people
No.
in Kenya though.
There is, yeah. Yeah. But it's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
If they've tested extensively there...
How many have you seen here, but?
We're starting to see a fair few on the road now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm seeing a few.
Yeah. I
You know what? Actually, I've only probably seen 5.
I've seen more
reckon?
outside the
You reckon
city.
you've seen more than 5?
Yep.
I reckon I see the same one over and over.
I do have one. One lives on the same street as me, so...
You're just counting
the
that.
car
What are
does.
you up to, 30?
Yeah, he just...
Just
every
bought it.
time, that's
You know where a lot of
nice
people
Ineos.
live, eh?
I know where they live by the car. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who this guy is that owns it, or this lady, but they own an Ineos. I know that.
So, Mr. and Mrs.
I don't know
Ineos.
where you live.
I probably know where you live.
I went to a footy clinic the other night, and it was really local to my house, like very, very close to my house, this footy clinic. And a few kids came. I was like, I know where you live.
Karma.
Oh, shit.
So you're doing that as an adult to Chris.
And Mr. and Mrs. Ineos.
But I didn't confront him.
Not yet.
I was like, this would be a bit weird. It really looks like I've just rocked up to his house.
Hey, Chris. I know where you live.
At least Chris knows now.
He's got a feisty dog, so be careful.
Yeah, the same.
Is that in case kids are listening?
No, well, I actually do. Like I see people cross the road to get away from them. It's funny. Yeah. To hear, thank you for listening in Kenya too.
Yeah, that's
That's unreal.
Unbelievable. Tom Dixon, question for you boys about lithium cranking batteries. We've covered this a fair bit over the last few episodes. I think we've had a question every episode for the past maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's
covering
a
lithium,
hot
so
topic.
Is this
very
on a
hot
different
topic.
question or?
Well, let me read it out, and if you guys remember what the questions that we covered last time
Okay.
were.
Okay, so
I don't remember what they are, so if you remember. I know lithium cranking batteries. I know Fire to Fork, Harry has one. Are these the future? Some can be set to stop discharging at two auxiliaries at 20%, leaving enough power to start the car. So they have the same features of a second battery, but with a lot less wiring and take up less space. Any drawbacks over a second battery?
you mean any drawbacks under us?
Any drawbacks over a second battery. So I assume lithium cranking is a second battery.
Oh, so it's a second battery that's a cranker that's under the bonnet to jump the other battery. Is that am I?
What do you know about lithium cranking batteries? Are they the future?
No.
Any drawbacks on them?
Yes. Yeah, I reckon. Who are we? Did you guys talk to Rafa about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on
Yes.
the WhatsApp.
Okay, so he's had one that ended up looking like a ball.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, rounded out.
Yeah, because it just couldn't handle the heat. Don't put any lithium as under your battery, under your bonnet, and for God's sake, don't review any lithium as under your bonnet.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. No, look, just don't put just put a lead acid battery under your bonnet. Just don't go lithium. Don't go lithium under the bonnet.
Is it all because of the heat?
I just would not like. You look at cars that just burn down. You look at e-scooters that catch on fire and burn a whole freaking house down. People say that, oh yeah, well, they can tolerate heat and stuff. Well, they can't, because if you put it on constant corrugations and then you put heat on it, who tests stuff like that? No one.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to take a car out in the actual environment and test it? No. So, I don't know, just stop trying to reinvent the wheel and just use a lead acid battery under the bonnet. It's what works. It's what everyone, like, you can go to any roadhouse in the world and they'll have a lead acid battery. They'll drop into your car and off you go again.
Yeah.
Lithium batteries should be forward to back, out of the heat, out of the engine bay. I will never put one in my car.
Yeah.
I have been looking at this thing that they're doing in China. It's like a salt battery. It's like a salt water battery kind of thing.
Yep.
I'm waiting to see what happens with that.
It'll go.
It could be one of those things that might fail and you never hear about it again. But yeah, I reckon that'll be interesting.
Yep. Yeah.
Something
It's
non-combustible.
It's such a hot topic though, this lithium under the hood.
Yeah.
It's
I've
there's obviously something causing the stir in the conversation, isn't there?
Yeah. You know what? I actually had, I'm not going to mention the brand that I had in my car, but I actually had one at one stage, and it was a prototype. That's why I don't want to mention whose it is, because it wasn't working with my upgraded alternator in my 70 series. And so I was having trouble with it because it was going up and down, up and down, up and down in the charge. It just, because it was calibrated to a normal alternator.
Yep.
That's the thing. So lead acid battery is just, it's dumb, it's stupid. There's no brains in it. You chuck that in.
Yep.
But you go to these lithium batteries, they've all got brains and technology, and the more tech you have, the more, you know, like you say, the algorithm of the computer chip fails or something, that can send it on a runaway trip, you know. It doesn't matter if people are like, no, it's got like smarts, so it knows when to cut out because of X, Y, Z. Well, my fucking computer glitches sometimes, and that's not supposed to do that, but it does.
Yeah.
So imagine,
it's a good way to put it.
yeah.
There you go. I don't think that's a bloody good answer.
Would you let AI control a bloody nuclear missile?
No.
No. Well, then why would you let AI control your lithium battery under your bonnet?
Bang. How's that?
There you go.
That's good. That actually, got me. That now I understand it.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
I never understand these lithium battery questions. Very, very nice. I thought you were writing a message to me saying my PC failed. Can you?
I just take a note.
Can
here,
you do
mate.
this? Hey, that's going to be it for us today. That was a quick sesh.
Session.
What did you notice about today? About the show today? Was there anything that felt slightly different?
Oh, we didn't have the radar.
No, we did. We got our all-terrain thongs.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
the steady
okay.
lights.
And
the hardcore
So we actually
lights.
had 2 radars.
What's different about that? I don't know.
Ronnie probably wouldn't notice because
It-
this is the same for him all the time.
Yeah, true. It just could be true.
I didn't.
Sorry. I didn't really, and I didn't frame it up that way to make it like really look. But we're running more segments. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
segmenting. I don't know what the word is. Segmentalizing.
Yeah.
I don't
guess
know
we're
what that
adding
word
a-
is.
Adding a few more.
Yeah, so
Key
we've
things
actually.
You mean with the car sales thing?
Well, we've got on the radar, we've got the Carsales, we've got the ultimate four-wheel drive, then we've got, the
Around the fire pit.
around the fire pit, then there's the just what's happening around the place at the moment. With the,
okay.
The Prado chat. So
Yeah.
that we're
Well, it just flowed through
it
for
just
me.
it flowed through, which
Means it works well.
do I maybe
It was definitely less. It was less. Actually, it was less rogue. That's what I noticed.
less rogue? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I think people like the rogueness.
Oh, it's probably still
I
happening.
don't know. We can make it as rogue or as
Well,
segmented as we like.
let us know.
I think
let
it's
us know
no.
in the comments
With the
please.
voice messages.
Yes, with the voice messages.
The rogue
Just give us
episodes
feedback.
generally happen when it's like an afternoon session.
Yeah. Jeez,
Yeah.
I feel like we went rogue there for a long time.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like, we
Quite
need
a
to
few
get back on
episodes.
track here. Like, is
Just
this
off.
four-wheel drive podcast going to be a thing in 4 weeks' time?
You mean when we did like the Arvo ones? The Arvos?
Yeah, remember we were doing like a couple where it was like getting to the end of it and just heads like sideways, almost asleep.
That's because we did 2 in a row.
Yeah, we did do a couple of double headers.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. But I get a bit hyperactive towards the end of the day, so that's probably why they go rogue. In the morning I'm just still firing up.
Yeah, a bit cleaner. Anyway, that is all we've got time for today, unfortunately.
That is it.
We did have some voice messages, but we'll get to those next week. And please,
Ooh,
please,
get some more in.
yeah, get
How
some
do you
more
do
in.
them again? Explain that to me.
It's over on BackChat's YouTube.
Or
BackChat's
Website.
what's the thing? Website, yeah. I just go straight to YouTube. BackChat's website, the little four-wheel drive podcast tab, and then it's just right there. Simple.
You can send one if you want, Ronnie.
Well, I've been dry for quite a while, and if I wasn't dry, maybe on a weekend I might have had a few and then get a call in.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
I'm pretty good with accents when I had a few. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd love
I
to
don't
say
know.
that. I love accent. I reckon that's a real talent. That is a real talent. If you can,
What's
nail
your
accents.
best accent?
Or not Scottish
Not Scottish.
that I went to that time.
Yeah, well,
I'm not falling into this trap of giving you an accent today.
I used to do
come
a
on.
really good South African one.
Yeah,
That
go
was
on.
I
Okay,
can't
not
do it
now.
now.
Couple of beers.
Yeah. But that was when
maybe for the
it
patrons.
was around the time of the Black Diamond, not Blood Diamond.
Oh
Around the time of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from Rhodesia.
That was not bad. Maybe
thought it was
our
pretty shit.
listeners in South Africa can tell us how good it was.
That was Leo, by the way. All right, let's wrap this up before I make a fool of myself. Southern Riverman with Let It Ride will see us out the Four Wheel Drive podcast on Instagram. All our episodes over on BackChat's YouTube. And patrons, thank you for your support again. We'll catch up with you in just a second.
To be sure.
Average.